Welcome to the Daily Bible for Kids podcast. The date is July the 7th. My name's Hunter, and we are reading through the Bible. That's something we do every day. We take a little time in God's Word, and we let His Word take some time on us. Kids from all around the world gather here to listen to these amazing stories from the Bible. And today, we're in the Gospel of Matthew. John the Baptist wanted Jesus to say clearly whether or not he was the Messiah. What did Jesus say? Let's read and find out from Matthew chapter 11. When Jesus had finished giving these instructions to his 12 disciples, he went out to teach and preach in towns throughout the region. John the Baptist, who was in prison, heard about all the things the Messiah was doing. So he sent his disciples to ask Jesus, "Are you the Messiah we've been expecting? Or should we keep looking for someone else?" Jesus told them, "Go back to John and tell him what you have heard and seen. The blind see, the lame walk, the lepers are cured, the deaf hear, the dead are raised to life, and the good news is being preached to the poor. And tell him, God blesses those who do not turn away because of me." As John's disciples were leaving, Jesus began talking about him to the crowds. "What kind of man did you go into the wilderness to see? Was he a weak reed swayed by every breath of wind? Or were you expecting to see a man dressed in expensive clothes? No, people with expensive clothes live in palaces. Were you looking for a prophet? Yes, and he is more than a prophet. John is the man to whom the scriptures refer when they say, 'Look, I am sending my messenger ahead of you, and he will prepare your way before you.' I tell you the truth, of all who have ever lived, none is greater than John the Baptist. Yet even the least person in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he is. And from the time John the Baptist began preaching until now, the kingdom of heaven has been forcefully advancing, and violent people are attacking it. For before John came, all the prophets and the law of Moses looked forward to his present time. And if you are willing to accept what I say, he is Elijah, the one the prophet said would come. Anyone with ears to hear should listen and understand." Wow, what an amazing story. John is in prison, and he's going through hard times, and he really wants to know if Jesus is the Messiah that he's been talking about. And I love Jesus' response. The blind see, the lame walk, the dead are raised to life. Jesus is reassuring his friend John that he indeed is the Messiah, and that John's life, as hard as it is right now, was given on behalf of God's kingdom. May God help us all to know that our lives really matter, and that our lives too can be a part of God's amazing kingdom. Well, hey, we've done it again. We've spent another day in the Bible, and I plan on being back here again tomorrow to do the same thing. Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I plan on being here. Until that time, let's go forward in God's joy. Let's let His joy be our strength, and let us always remember this, that you are loved. No doubt about it. Alrighty, I'll talk to you again tomorrow. You guys take care.